Hi, I'm gonna be reviewing a video called 6 Marathons in 6 Days by Kara and Nate.
Tomorrow is the start of what I assume is going to be the hardest physical challenge of my entire life. I'm going to be attempting to run
Hard is bad. Why would you do something that's hard? Hard means stressful, something you avoid.
6 marathons in 6 days in the Sahara Desert. This race is called Marathon des Sables, and it's earned the nickname the hardest foot race on Earth. So over the next 6 days, I have to cover what...
Yeah, why would you do that if it's the hardest? I've said this a million times, but just in case you don't know, the word marathon, as in marathon running, comes from the city marathon, which is where somebody ran to deliver a message, and that's why he ended up having a heart attack because of all the running. He ran to it and died right there. That's why you shouldn't be doing it. Hard means stressful, unhealthy. It can lead to a heart attack, other health issues.
155 miles, which is basically a marathon a day. But some days I'll be running less, and other days I'll be running as many as 2 marathons in a single day in the Sahara. I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do. And then each night I'll be sleeping in a tent with 7 people who I just met yesterday. But probably the most challenging part of all is I have to carry everything I need for the entire week on my back. All my food, my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, my pot, anything I need, any extra clothes, everything except for water and a tent. Those are the only 2 things provided by the race. Moment of truth, let's see how much it weighs.
Drinking water out of plastic is bad enough, but it's also dangerous because when you drink water, you're not getting any minerals in the water, obviously. A selenium depletion is guaranteed, basically, and this has been proven in the past to actually be one of the main causes of heart failure when you deplete your selenium. And when you do any kind of exercise, but especially marathon running in the desert, then what else can you really expect? You're going to be sweating the electrolytes out all the time and not replenishing them with the liquids. Of course, he also eats food, but I doubt that it's very nutritious.
7.85. It's heavy. Is it? What would you say average is? I've never been so excited to be below average. The reason it's below average is because I basically just took everything out. I talked to some people last night, specifically one Irish guy who convinced me I didn't need any change of clothes. So I have an extra pair of underwear and an extra pair of socks, and then I'm just wearing these clothes all week. This is definitely another 50-50 chance episode, where we sign ourselves up for things that we have a 50-50 chance of completing.
Nate is clearly hurting.
This is the wife, girlfriend. She's 34. Just looks straight up like she's in her late 50s, really already 60s. If you told me that she's 61, 62, I would have said, oh. She looks very aged, but they make a lot of videos similar to this, and that's why it happened. The extreme stress is insane. And really the question is, why do they do that? Do they pay to actually go there? Why are there such events today? It's because people are lost. They live in captivity, they are enslaved, they have nothing to do in their everyday lives, and that's why they try to find meaning in nothing, because that's what this is. Nothing, at best. Really even worse than that, because it's very unhealthy. As far as meaning goes, it's nothing, but it's actually super stressful. And they probably don't have children. Who knows if they can even have, maybe through IVF. Because of all the stress. Think about it, if they had a few children, would they be running marathons? No. They would at least feel some kind of fulfillment, peace, happiness in their lives. But when you're in your 30s, have no children, you try to find meaning somewhere. And it's impossible because there's no way around nature. You gotta do what's natural.
Gonna hobble to the next checkpoint. And whether or not we succeed or fail, the video gets uploaded to this channel because I think it's way more fun to watch a story unfold that you don't know the ending to. We have done a lot of hard things on this channel, including biking across America, climbing mountains, and probably the hardest of all.
Yeah, what does it mean even biking across America? America is in your head. Countries don't even exist. You're achieving something in your head all the time, but nothing in reality. You're basically not living in this natural physical reality on this actual earth. You're living in a world, in an illusion where you're biking through non-existent countries, where you go from one imaginary point to another. Same with these marathons. You're just running. In reality, as a physical, biological being, you're exhausting yourself, exerting yourself. That's what exercise is. That's where the word exercise comes from. And you just stress and decrease your lifespan. For what? To get clicks on the internet? It's not worth your life.
Last year was the Leadville 100. And I think between the heat, the sand, the questionable sleep, and having to carry everything I need on my back, this is going to be my biggest challenge yet.
So, while Nate is running for the next 6 days,
Well, that's a coincidence that I clicked on this video because it's the latest one.
you can find me on the media team. I'll be attempting to document what it's really like to do a crazy challenge like this one.
Oh, that was the worst part of my day.
But no matter what Nate needs or how much he may be suffering, I can't do anything to help him. I can't even give him water because this race is completely self-supported, and any help from me...
Yeah, but why the suffering? What do you want exactly? You want to be 60 with injuries everywhere, pain, you will hardly be able to walk, maybe sit in a wheelchair, and then look back how you ran through the desert in Morocco? And nobody wants that. Nobody cares about that. You will not even care about it when you're older. Or do you want to be 60, healthy, be able to walk, and have your children, grandchildren around you, know that you have decades ahead? Or do you want to live being afraid, knowing that the heart attack, the stroke is about to come? Come on, man, what is this?
Here we go!
Yeah, all of them have meaningless lives. That's why they are there. Thankfully, it's not that many people. Not that many people are crazy and depressed enough to do it. And now they are full of fake joy in the moment when they started. Of course, the whole experience will be pure torture. And then once they are finished, they will be empty again, chasing the next marathon biking experience. Because it's all empty. Because it all gives you nothing. It's just nothing. It's unnatural. It's pointless.
What have I got myself into? See, it's perfect.
Something about starting ones make me really emotional. Here we go.
I have no words. Just 1,000 crazy people running through the desert. This is going to be the craziest week of my life. Day 1 finish, 20 miles in the book, 135 left to go. Thank you.
He just ran from an imaginary line to the next in his head. It's just, it's an illusion, man. And these people are under a magic spell. They live in their own worlds. It's all fake.
All right. What a treat. Thank you. Wow.
What is it, coffee or tea? More stress? Oh my god.
Never thought hot tea after a run could taste so good.
That could be it for me.
All right, I think they kept the sand out. Yeah. Just a little dust. You feeling good? It's my first big race I've ever done in toe socks. The only place I got a blister during the Leadville 100 was between these two toes. So far, so good. Oh, wow. Look at that. I just found in my shoe.
Am I allowed to say that I'm exhausted? Even though I didn't run 20 miles today? Because it's true. Let me give you a little context around the camp situation.
The condition of her skin is insane. Wow, man. This is the perfect example of what stress does to you. How it ages you.
All right, there it is. Highest point on the course for the day. This is it.
Really horrible geoengineering.
Look at the view. Look at the view.
Wow.
Did you say look at the view? These people are not living in reality, none of them. They don't see what's really going on in the physical reality. they're all living in an illusion. Really, they're just delusional. Crazy people.
Check that out.
All right, it's all downhill.
Think about it. They focus on an imaginary line, point which they should get to, but ignore literally what's in the sky in front of them. That says it all. It's just over.
Wow, Nate deserved that more than I did.
Nah, she's 34, man. This is just... If you ever needed proof that exercise ages you, there you go, man. And I hate to present it to you. I really do. But this is frightening.
Plastic toilet seat, like that. Step 3, you carefully sit down on
Oh my god, man. Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
the plastic toilet because it might fall over in the same.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is one of the worst cases I've ever seen. This is a warning to people who want to exercise that much, especially marathons and all of that. Really long distance biking. Really abnormal. You should never look like this at 34 with that many wrinkles and the under eye bags and dark eye circles. It speaks for itself. I don't even need to comment about it.
And you do your thing into the bag. This was a first for me. Step 4, you carefully take the bag off, tie it up, and throw it in the bin. I think these bags are compostable, and honestly, it's been
Also, who watches these videos? Who watches a 40+ minute video of a guy running and being exhausted, suffering all the time? That's also strange. I guess that the channel is kind of being pushed. I don't know what other explanation there is. I don't think that this is interesting content.
great system.
Hey, first marathon done. One more to go.
Here he comes, still a running.
Over halfway.
You have to tell me your secret. I wish my wife would be so excited by me.
She's the best.
Yeah, what is up with them? Why is she so excited for him? Why do they do that? Really weird.
You're going to be a mess when Nate comes through.
Let's go! Nicely done! I cannot believe it's about to be Nate crossing the finish line.
Yeah, and just some man-made medals, which also mean nothing. Again, you look at it when you're in a wheelchair in your 50s, 60s. You think that you're gonna care about some stupid medal that somebody gave you? Man, it's nothing. It's a man-made medal. It has no meaning. Your health has meaning. How biologically well you are off. How many children you have around you. Your own biological creations. None of this stupid stuff. That's never gonna matter to you when you're old and sick. And you're gonna be sick really at a very young age, relatively.
There's Nate! There's Nate! I see Nate coming! Let's go!
That was hard.
Too many more, bro. Too many more. The finish line's like this together, bro.
Too many more just for no reason, just achieving nothing. Everybody here is a loser, just straight up from a natural perspective. Straight up, the biggest losers on earth. Because they did nothing. Well, they did worse than nothing. Nothing would be good. But they really just severely decreased their lifespans to run through the desert and to get a man-made slave medal in return. And they're full of joy in the moment. It's fake joy because of that, which just shows you that they are attached to meaningless man-made objects. It's all a trap. It's slavery.
We made it.
It's over.
It's over because you hated it. They just need to really point it out.
That was so hard. I said it at the
Yeah, a natural human being avoids what's hard. Yeah.
beginning of this race, and they nicknamed it the world's hardest foot race, but honestly, I was skeptical. There's longer races that take place over a shorter amount of time, but the living conditions, the lack of calories, carrying everything on your back, the sandstorms, you can easily make a case that this is the world's toughest foot race. And it's over!
And you're just so glad it's over because you hated it. And these guys just say, see you at the next one. Why do you do it in the first place, man? This is self-destruction. It's very severe self-hate. I don't want to speculate why. Who knows? That's their own thing. But this is just you hating your life. For reference, this was them 9 years ago, meaning that they were in their mid-20s. He looked pretty youthful still. Maybe they were already somewhat exercising. I guess that you don't get into this kind of crazy stuff just from one day to the other, although some people I'm sure do. But maybe they did some kind of sports back then already, and then they maybe met. Who knows? I don't know anything about them. But they were clearly already together here, creating this channel to do all of these insane events. And she, yeah, looked like she's in her 20s pretty much, yeah. And now just over the last 10 years, basically almost, she aged into her 50s at the very least. At the very least, you have to say she looks like she's in her 50s. Depends on the shot. In some it's 50s, really in some it looks like she's in her 60s. That's it. If you ever needed proof that exercise ages you, there you have it. As I said before, if they would have children, they wouldn't be doing this. It's impossible. And then some people may say, oh, it's because they wouldn't have time for it. That's nonsense. It's literally because they wouldn't want to do it. Just like the one guy who was bodybuilding, he had a son and he quit bodybuilding because he realized what life is really about. When you have your children in front of you, you start getting it. When you don't, you just don't. And you just don't get it. And that's it. And there's nobody who's gonna be able to explain it to you. They can feel the suffering. When you exercise, you just feel the dark eye circles getting darker. You feel the under eye bags forming. You can see the new wrinkles showing up, the existing wrinkles getting deeper. You just feel how your lifespan is decreasing. You can be in denial about it, which most people are. I'm sure that they also are. But when you look in the mirror in the evening, you really look deeper inside of yourself and you question what you're doing, what's happening to your body, then you know it, that all of this exercise is aging you. And that's because exercise is considered to be extreme stress. It's because all stress ages you, no matter what kind of stress it is, why you experience the stress, whether it's physical or mental stress, it's all the same. If something feels stressful, it's damaging you, it's killing your cells, and it's aging your body. Thanks for watching.